Oh my gosh, it's been too long. SZA, we miss you. It's been 5 years since I last saw you in person.
I know, it's kind of crazy. I missed you too.
Control went triple platinum since I last saw you.
That's crazy.
How do you feel when you hear that your body of work, everything that you've put together behind Control, and you poured your heart and soul, and I know this for a fact, for it to go triple platinum?
I could have never imagined in my wildest dreams that that would happen.
Yeah.
And literally I just could never imagine that at all. It's insane. Just to think, I didn't even think it would go, I didn't think any songs would go platinum, let alone the album itself going triple platinum. It's ridiculous.
And you know what? Well deserved.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, here we are talking about your album that we've all been waiting for. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's been another album in recent years that everyone has been anticipating, just constantly waiting. Every time you tweet, it's like, is it it? Did it come out? But here we are. It's happening. SOS this Friday. Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know how people are gonna take it, but I'm just glad it's over with, child.
What was there a lot of pressure behind this album?
Yeah, a lot of like bickering back and forth to figure out what could be on it, what can't be on it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Deluxe, marketing, everything. It's just been really stressful. I just want this to be over, maximum over.
23 songs on the album. That's a lot.
I know. I probably could have took some off, to be honest.
No. We're not complaining. We're happy. No. Keep them on. But what was it about the 23 songs? Because I remember you did an interview not that long ago, and you had mentioned how you recorded hundreds of songs. So how do you narrow it down to just 23?
I just want what's good. That's it. I literally just want what's good. Like, or what tells a new side of me. That's it. And isn't redundant.
How hard is that? You know, we're learning so much. Like, obviously, I'm not an artist. This is what I do, but how do you decide if this is redundant? You know, just because life, the experiences that we go through, it could sometimes be similar to a past experience or something that you've observed. How do you decide what is redundant and what's not?
I think the sonics dictate that. It's like the way you express it and then over what beats you choose to express it over and like that type of even if the subject matter, that kind of dictates your perspective sometimes. Like what perspective you take on the issue itself.
Yeah. And is there anyone that you run it by? Is there like a best friend or anybody you're just like, okay, be honest with me? Or are you the kind of artist that doesn't want to hear anyone else's opinion and you just want to focus on your art?
I definitely have some friends that I definitely trust that are really smart, but I also had some, like, I didn't let people hear things until the very last minute because I didn't want anyone to hear it. But it's like part of me doesn't even want this to come out. It's weird. I don't know.
You feel the love and the excitement from everyone, right? The fans, really everybody has been waiting for this moment. And I hope you know how loved you are.
Oh, thank you, Nessa. I don't know. It makes it like more pressure because people are expecting so much from me, and then it's like if it's not what people expect, and they attack you, and then it's just like whatever. Then it makes me never want to put out music again. It's just exhausting.
And I think you had mentioned, you know, maybe become a farmer instead. You know, I'm not mad at the idea.
I mean, I'm not mad at it either. I'm definitely about to get up out of here shortly. Believe me.
I think it is important with social media to take a break from it. Do you find yourself taking breaks from it?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
It's
I
neat.
definitely am very sparing with my social media scouring. I'm probably gonna get a flip phone in the next couple of days. We'll see.
Please get me one with you.
I'm getting a gold Motorola.
Yes. Please. I don't want the internet on it. I want nothing.
Yeah, I want all my texts to come in green and
I want to talk a little bit about the ODB collab that we saw on the album, which is really, really exciting. I mean, this is iconic. How did this happen? And was it hard to make this work?
It was definitely like, I doubt that this is going to be allowed to be on the album, but it was surprisingly was. And I talked to his estate, and it really just came from a piece of documentary footage from Rodney Jerkins, and he was like sweet enough to let me use that. And he was freestyling the documentary footage. So I took the audio. It's cool.
Oh, that's amazing. I love when things come together that's so unexpected. So to hear that working with the estate worked out, I don't know, it just adds an extra bow to the song, really. And so tell me about Phoebe Bridgers.
I don't think it's gonna sound how people think it's gonna sound. It's super alternative and just like strange. So we'll see.
Well, I'm excited about this. Is that something that you look forward to just as an artist, that you're into what you're into, and if that's what you're in the mood for, that's what you're gonna do? I mean, how do collabs like this happen in SZA's world?
DMs and like begging people, and sometimes people turn in their verses and sometimes they don't. And like a lot of people just like did not turn in their verses. So but I'm grateful for who did.
You know, I always hear artists giving other artists grace, like understanding why they didn't turn a verse in. But me, if it was me, I think I'm like sensitive. I would take it a little personal. Do you find yourself reminding yourself like, hey, is this personal? Is it not? Do you give people grace? How do you?
I don't know. It is a lot of these people I didn't turn in my verse. So it's like I can't be too mad. And then, but also at the same token, it's just like, damn, this sucks. I really needed you. I wish you showed up for me. And then, but I'm sure they felt the same way for me. But I don't know. I'm grateful that those who did show up for me did. And I love Travis, and he always shows up for me. So I really appreciate that he's just like a consistent friend in my life and really believes in me as an artist. And he's my gang. I'm grateful. I needed him to show up for me. I'm grateful Phoebe showed up for me. I didn't think she'd come to the studio in person, and she did, which was crazy. And we laughed, and she's hilarious. And then same thing with Don, a genius. There's another song with Don that didn't make this album, but it may be on it at a later time.
Yeah. No, I love hearing this because, you know, as a fan, when I'm hearing that you and Phoebe are laughing, I'm picturing it, and it's really beautiful because that's how I picture music being created, is the magic between artists. You capture those moments and we love it. Just like we love all the visuals that you've put out. My goodness, SZA, remarkable. Is this something that you think about? First, let's talk about the cover art. I mean, it's so serene. You're on this diving board in the middle of the ocean. And I know different people, like on social media, they said it could possibly be an inspiration from a photo of Princess Diana.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, it was. Okay. So when you saw it initially, was that something you saw when you were making the cover art, or was this something you've always had in mind of doing?
No, originally I was supposed to be on top of like a shipping barge, but in the references that I pulled for that, I pulled the Diana reference. And because I just loved how isolated she felt, and that was what I wanted to convey the most. And then at the last minute, we like didn't get clearance to get the shipping barges that we wanted, and we were like, we're gonna build a diving board instead. We're still gonna try it. We didn't nix the boat altogether, and we tried it, and it turned out cool. And I wasn't sure it was gonna be really cool until like right now.
Very, very cool. I love it. Tell me about the title of the album, SOS. Why SOS as the title?
Well, I guess like, of course, it's like save our souls and then like save our ship, but it's also, you know, like SZA stands in like Supreme Alphabet. The S is like self-savior. And then people call me SOS. My friends call me SOS for short. And it's like Solana, but just shorter and cuter, I guess. But yeah, so we were like, we don't know what nickname we're gonna have to make for you after this, because I feel like everyone's gonna call me SOS, and I'm gonna be so confused. I can't differentiate like who really knows me and what's actually happening.
You know what? Delete everyone. Just delete it. Get the flip phone.
No, I'm just like, I just like, it's really the Solana part that just drives me insane. And because I'm just like, my mom is probably the only, she didn't even call me Solana, she calls me Chickapee. But it makes me feel like I'm in trouble or like at the doctor.
Oh no. You put out a preview of Nobody Gets Me. Can I just tell you how much I love this? I don't know how many times a day I say that. I'm like, nobody gets me. Nobody gets me. I'm alone. No one understands me. What happened for you to feel this way? Or are you like me? You just feel it all the time?
I feel it all the time. This particular song in entirety is a story about my ex-fiance and how we like went through all these arguments and we broke up. And when we first broke up, it was like terrible. And I just felt like I was going to be doomed to be in like hell for the rest of my life because nobody understood me the way that he did. And like nobody motivated me the way he did. And he was just, you know, this rock in my life that just no longer exists. And it's just like, it was insane. So that was the stories that I tell in that song about our arguments, our specific arguments like that. That's kind of that's the theme on that. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't understand me, but it's okay.
It's okay. When you have that flip phone, maybe they'll get it. Okay, maybe
they won't, and then they get no access.
No access. By the way, we love I Hate You. And I remember when it came out, you had to clear the air that it's not about anyone specific. Do you feel like you have to explain songs that are near and dear to you, or even if it's just something that you've observed? Like, it doesn't mean every song you've experienced in your life. It could have been your best friend going through it or whatever. Do you feel like you have to explain, or has that gotten better where you just, it is what it is?
I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of wanting to explain on this album because I know everyone's gonna take a lot of things personally, but it's cool. It's cool.
All right. I like this. You know what it is, SZA? You're so unapologetic and you are who you are. And I love it. And you've been this way for so long. And that is why I'm just so happy to see you smiling, enjoying this, and also not caring. It's liberating to not care anymore.
There's a line on my album that's like, now that I've ruined everything, I'm so free. And it's like that. It's like I've either crashed and burned this entire situation or like done a not so bad job. So we'll see.
Now, when you were performing at a festival, you teased that maybe Doja Cat will be on Shirt.
Yeah.
Working together. Is this still happening?
Yeah, I don't know. She had surgery. She had to have that emergency like vocal cord surgery, and she wasn't ready in the time that we needed to get the song done.
Right.
But there was a crossfire between, I think, her management and my management, and they had told us that it was done, but it wasn't actually done. It's like a lot of confusion, but I don't know. I hope for the best, and I'm still like a major fan of her and her artistry, and I think she's so incredible, and I would love to get her on the deluxe. I'd love to to get a few people on the deluxe, but hopefully we'll see. You know, when them verses come in, they come in, child. They do what they do.
And how was it for you when you were at the Grammys and Gaga helped you up the stairs?
Because I such excruciating pain and shock that we won that I didn't even know that she was behind me. I was so like confused in the moment. Something happens to your brain like in those moments. It's definitely very like dissociating, and I was just like, I didn't even register that she was helping me. It was crazy until afterwards, and I was like, oh my God, that was Lady Gaga and she was helping. I don't know what happened to my brain. It just like was off. And then after I was like, thank you so much. It was crazy. She's a good lady. I like her.
Oh, I love this. And SZA, when everybody listens to your album, I will be right there listening. Is there anything you want us all to take away? Anything that you're just like, no?
I feel like the general theme is like, I'm pissed. So I hope that that's understood.
And enjoy it. Enjoy it before you get that flip phone and become a farmer and just, you know, I get it. I appreciate you sharing your art with us because you don't have to.
Thank you, Nessa. You're so real.
And apparently you know how to arm wrestle good. We can arm wrestle against one another.
That was insane. I'm like, what is this tall tale of Narnia? That was so random.
So you never wanted to arm wrestle The Rock?
No, but I do want to. I feel like my leg is stronger than my arm. And in The Rock's case, I'd have to just like put my foot to his hand or something.
I remember when I heard that, I was like, I gotta ask SZA about this, but it's such a pleasure.
But I love
always. I love seeing you, and I appreciate you doing it from your bed. And I hope I get to see you soon, and you're gonna do great.
Me too. It was great to see you. You're definitely the only interview today that I was like, I know her.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you. That really means a lot. Like honestly, if I'm emo because of hormones, but I really, really appreciate that. We've been rooting for you for such a long time, and I'm always praying for you. I'm always sending your family so much love. I
Thank
know how important this journey has been, and to see you smiling and enjoying it, no matter what the hurdles are, just know I'm always rooting for you.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Of
I'm
course.
rooting for you too, Nessa, for real.